Once upon a time in a lush green forest, there lived a little squirrel named Nutty. Nutty was the smallest squirrel in the forest, but he was also the bravest. Every day, Nutty would gather acorns and store them in his cozy tree hole, always thinking ahead for the colder days to come. One day, as Nutty was busy collecting acorns, he noticed the sky growing darker and the wind beginning to howl. The other animals in the forest quickly hurried to their homes, sensing a big storm approaching. Nutty knew he needed to gather a few more acorns before he could return home, so he hurried as fast as his little legs could carry him. But as Nutty was picking up his last acorn, the wind blew stronger, and suddenly, he heard a loud crack. A giant tree branch had fallen, blocking the path back to his tree. Nutty was scared, but he remembered that he was the bravest squirrel in the forest. "I can do this," Nutty told himself. Nutty looked around and saw his friend, Bella the bird, perched on a nearby branch. "Bella, can you help me find another way home?" Nutty asked. Bella fluttered down and said, "Of course, Nutty. Follow me." Bella led Nutty through the trees, where they found a small tunnel that led under the fallen branch. It was dark and a little scary, but Nutty took a deep breath and squeezed through the tunnel. On the other side, Nutty could see his tree, but just as Nutty was about to run to his tree, a strong gust of wind blew, and the acorn he was carrying rolled away. Nutty chased after it, but the acorn was too fast. It rolled right into a deep puddle. Nutty looked at the puddle and thought, "That acorn is for winter. I have to get it." With a determined heart, Nutty took a big jump and splashed into the puddle. The water was cold, but Nutty swam as fast as he could. He grabbed the acorn with his tiny paws and hurried back to his tree. When Nutty finally reached his tree hole, he was soaked and tired. But he was also proud. He had faced the storm, found his way home, and saved his acorn. As Nutty curled up in his warm, dry tree hole with his acorn beside him, he smiled and thought, "Even though I'm small, I can be brave and strong, just like the biggest animals in the forest." And from that day on, whenever a storm came, Nutty would remember his adventure and know that he could face anything that came his way.